brand new fight brewing within the Trump administration. The head of the CDC, Dr. Susan Monarez, who has been serving in the role for less than a month, fired after reportedly butting heads on a repeated basis with Health Secretary RFK Jr. That move followed by the resignation of at least 3 other high-profile CDC officials, all of whom are allegedly frustrated with Kennedy's leadership. Capitol Hill correspondent Joe Khalil is live. Joe, this is only just the beginning because Monarez is now suing the administration.
Yeah, so this could get windy. This could get even uglier than it is now, Nichole. But what we know is that the director of the CDC, Susan Monarez, is no longer going to be serving in that role. The White House says that she is fired. Health and Human Services, as an agency, confirmed that she's fired. She'd only been in this role for about a month, but in that time, according to sources NewsNation has spoken to, she clashed with the secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., over vaccine policy. According to Monarez and her attorneys, RFK Jr. had been trying to pull the approvals of several vaccines that are currently in the schedule for kids and for adults, vaccines that Monarez says, through her attorneys, are safe and are effective vaccines. And what they also add is that rather than rubber stamping unscientific, reckless directives and fire dedicated health experts, she chose to protect the public over serving a political agenda. Again, according to her attorneys, that is what they're saying. Now, today, on another network, RFK Jr. responded to all of this, and he criticized the CDC pretty aggressively, saying that they spread misinformation and that the agency as a whole needs a lot of help.
I'm not going to comment. It would be inappropriate for me to comment on a personnel issue. What I will say is, President Trump has very, very ambitious hopes for CDC right now. The CDC has problems, but the agency is in trouble, and we need to fix it, and we are fixing it, and it may be that some people should not be working there anymore.
And this is what the White House says. As her attorney statement makes abundantly clear, Susan Monarez is not aligned with the president's agenda of making America healthy again. Since Susan Monarez refused to resign, despite informing HHS leadership of her intent to do so, the White House has terminated Monarez from her position with the CDC. Now, in the wake of her firing, 3 other top officials at the CDC resigned in protest, and some of them are very high-ranking officials. We're just going to read one of the resignation statements here in part. This is from Dimitri Daskalakis. He says, quote, "I'm unable to serve in an environment that treats CDC as a tool to generate policies and materials that do not reflect scientific reality and are designed to hurt rather than improve the public's health." And he went on to say, "I've never experienced such radical non-transparency, nor have I seen such unskilled manipulation of data to achieve a political end rather than the good of the American people." So that is a pretty strong statement in support of Monarez. And again, you've got 3 now top officials, in addition to the CDC director, all leaving at the same time here. I'm not sure that we have seen a crisis like this within HHS where you've got this exodus, certainly not in quite some time.
Yeah, quite the shakeup, Joe. So how is Congress reacting to everything that's unfolding?
Yeah, so Senator Bill Cassidy, who is chairman of the HELP committee, and the H in HELP stands for health, so he sort of oversees this. He put out a message last night basically saying that this is going to require some oversight. So what does that mean specifically? We've talked to sources within the committee. That certainly could mean that they have a hearing on this. It could also mean that there's a probe or an investigation into HHS, into their vaccine policies, and into the firing here. Now, what's interesting is Senator Cassidy has been on record as sort of opposing RFK Jr.'s position on vaccines, but he hasn't been very vocal about it. So we'll see how this all plays out on Capitol Hill.
Absolutely. All right, Joe, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.